What's up, math fans? As you can see, I'm using slightly new technology, so I like to explore my options, which means if you send me lots of money, I can use more technology. You need cool stuff instead of using paper and tape all the time. So lots and lots of money, please. Thanks. All right, but seriously, today we're doing word problems that lead to systems of equations. Just be careful with word problems because they can lead to anything. A simple word problem could lead to a linear equation that's a one-step or a two-step. They're giving you a hint. These word problems lead to systems. Systems means more than one thing going on at a time. And usually systems, especially for basic algebra, has two variables. Unknowns. What's an unknown? Something you're trying to find out about. How many chairs do I have in a room? That's unknown. How many ties do I own? That's unknown. How many ties and pens do I own? That's two unknowns. So then you get your variables involved. If you have two unknowns, you want to use two variables, x and y, m and n, a and b, it doesn't matter. Usually people use x and y in algebra, but you could use the letters that actually match what you're talking about. T for tie, p for pen, whatever. So here it says find the value of, and they already give you a clue, two numbers. Two numbers means two unknowns, a bigger number and a smaller number. I'm usually going to let my y be the bigger number, all right? So let's see if this works. I'm going to tell you that let y equal the larger number and let x equal the smaller number. It's a little sloppier on this thing. I kind of actually like the old school, no technology, but I needed the words. So this thing is called a legend or a key. It just explains what I'm using and what it means. I'm using y because of that. I'm using x because of that. Now, let me go here. The sum, that's important. I underline my keywords. The sum is 12. That's the whole thing right there is important. And the difference is 4. So even though this looks like a small sentence, it's giving you a lot of information. It's saying I need two variables. It's saying I need two equations because there's two parts. First part says the sum is 12. If the sum of two numbers is 12, what do you do to those two numbers? Add them. So x plus y equals 12. And hopefully that looks like an equal sign to you. If it doesn't, I don't want to cheat you, so I'll try again. Okay, and the difference is 4. That's a whole separate sentence, even though it's part of that sentence. It's a whole separate thought. How do you find the difference of two numbers? You subtract them. Bigger number minus smaller number equals 4. You could have thought ahead or planned ahead and you could have said x is the larger and y is the smaller. And if you did that, if x was the larger, you would have done x minus y equals 4. And it would actually work out prettier, but we'd still get the same answer. I'm not worried about that. Here's why. Switch it property, my favorite commutative property. So instead of x plus y, I'm going to write y plus x equals 12. Here, no need to switch. Don't switch for subtraction. Just leave it as y minus x equals 4. And then I decide if I'm solving a system, I have two choices. Substitution or elimination. Elimination if they're lined up like this. They are lined up like this. So, I put a plus sign. Y plus y is 2y. X is canceled because they're inverses. And 12 plus 4 is 16. Divide by 2, and y equals 8. Then you go back here to your original. If x plus y is 12, let's see here. And you know that y is 8, then x plus 8 is 12. So x plus 8 is 12 minus 8 and this is an x, equals 4. Okay, and you got your answer, which is 4, 8. And those are my two answers to number 1. I'm not going to do number 2, but take a look at number 2, try it on your own. Okay, you can pause the tape if you want. I always say tape. You can pause the video if you want. Try number 2 on your own. It's very, very simple, or it's very, very similar to the first one. I'm going to go to a harder one. We don't want to do that, of course. We want to scroll. Okay, number 4 is a very common type of question They always have a question on the test about tickets. Tickets to a dance, ticket to a bake sale, some kind of tickets, I don't know. So here we're going to sell tickets to a choral performance. And on the first day, the ticket sales, oh, here's some keywords already. So let me start to underline. First day, the ticket sales sold 3 senior citizen, 1 child for a total of $38. That's my first sentence of importance. So what are my 2 unknowns? Tickets and what? No, it's tickets, but it's the type of ticket that's different. Senior citizen, child. So I'm gonna use S for senior citizen, a senior ticket, and C for child ticket. Okay, don't know where that line came from, but we can get rid of it. Okay, now, what are you telling me? 3 senior citizen and 1 child is a total of $38. I know how that's happening. It's happening from this. Very sorry. If it happens again, I'll start crying. Okay, here we go. That's an 18. No, it's a 38. Oh boy, 38. Does that look like a 38? You have to remind me later, I might forget. Next sentence. $52 on the second day by selling 3 senior citizen tickets and 2 child tickets. 3 senior citizen tickets and 2 child tickets. And my total is, oh, I have to go backwards in this one? Oh, those tricky guys. It's 52. Was in the beginning of the sentence this time. Find the price of senior citizen, price of a child. Basically, they want you to solve for X and Y, or S and C, or A and B, or whatever letters you use. It doesn't matter. So I'm going to use elimination again. Put a plus sign, right? No, I need inverses first. So first I'm going to multiply by -1. Okay, and what happens when you multiply by -1 is this becomes -3s on the bottom, minus 2c, and -52 on the bottom. Top stays the same, 3s. It did happen again. I am going to cry. Stop it. 3s on top plus 1c equals 38. Okay? Gather your thoughts over there because I got to erase over. Oh, I'm not going to erase. I'll use this space down here. So now you can put, check this out. Use of cool colors. Now you can put your giant plus sign, and now you can say I'm using elimination. Eliminate, those are inverses. And now, let's go back to my uncool color, actually. Uncool. There you go. 1c plus -2c. 1 plus -2 is -1c. Equals 38 plus -52 is negative. Quick, do the math. Help. 12, 14. -14. Okay? And then I got to get c alone, so I divide by -1, divide by -1, and c is alone, and it's positive 14. You've already answered half the question. Write a sentence that says, child tickets cost $14. You want to find the price of a senior citizen and a child ticket? Child tickets cost $14. Now, tell me how much is a senior citizen, and we're done. So I'm going to go back to the original equation. 3s plus 1c. 1c is 14 plus 14 equals 38. And I'm going to subtract 14, cancel. 3s equals 24. So I'm going to divide by 3, and 24 divided by 3s equals 8. You write another sentence that says, price of a child ticket is $14, price of a senior citizen ticket is $8. Make sure you answer the question. So you got all these things to do. Underline keywords. Create a legend that identifies the unknowns. Write your system of equations. Solve your system of equations using substitution or elimination. And finally, answer the question. A word problem is a question. It's based on real life. Algebra is not just a bunch of random numbers and letters. It's based on unknowns and patterns in real life. The only reason it's boring now is because you don't see the connection yet. We're trying to build your skills. When you get older into trigonometry and calculus and physics, that's when you see the connections in real life. But you need the skills first. This is just the basics. You need the skills first, okay? Then you can start to build bridges and save lives and design buildings and design cities and really make a difference in the world, okay? Or you could just get a 90 in the class and then, I don't know, become a rapper. All right, thanks for watching. See ya.